Hello, crafty friends. My name is Jessica, and here we turn blank canvases into handmade magic. So let's get started. Today we have another card with our Together by Design Crafty Bestie group featuring products from Altenew. I really loved shopping for these products for this project today. I loved that they came with coordinating stencils, stamps, and dies. It makes it so easy to create a whole bunch of cards. So stick around to the end. I do have 3 cards that I made with this stamp set, and you'll see all of them then. But first, we're going to go ahead and get started with the card that I decided to make for the camera today. We're going to be using this beautiful peony set here, and I'm just going to go ahead and lay down some anti-static powder because we're going to be using VersaFine Clear ink and then using clear embossing on top of that to create a embossed image because we're going to be using Shimmer Powders. And I wanted to create little wells for those powders to kind of get stuck in and get really playful. You're going to see that here in a little bit. So we're going to use some clear embossing. This is wow. I've had this forever. And it's such a large jar that I have been unable to use all of it here yet, but it's slowly getting down there. But I've really enjoyed using the clear embossing from them. I was going to go ahead and tape this down to a board, but I found that it was going to get better stickiness on my glass mat. So I did go ahead and put a little bit of Scotch tape on the back and put it right on my glass mat. The reason why I wanted it to be flat is because I want the color to kind of sit where I put it. I didn't want a lot of movement happening because I wanted that color to concentrate in specific areas. So before that panel could come up off my glass board, I did go ahead and push it down here with a stylus that I had in my supplies. And I left this on camera because I wanted you to see kind of the magic that happens when you add heat to these images with with the coloring and shimmer powders, paint, whatever it is, ink that you're splattering. It's fun to watch it kind of morph into the paper and dry back completely. So went really heavy with the powders. I probably went a little too heavy after reviewing this video. I wish it was just a little bit lighter, but I did use 2 different colors, one purple, one pink, and then 2 different colors of green. And I loved how there was a little bit of movement, but not a lot. That embossing kept the color in for the most part, and the occasional powder that was outside of it kind of seeped and spread. And these colors played really nicely together. Sometimes when you use greens and reds, you're going to get brown because they are complementary colors, but we didn't really get a lot of that here, which is really, really great. So now, because you didn't have enough with the shimmer powders, we're going to go ahead and add some splatter. So I like to use this Liquitex acrylic paint and add a little bit of water to it just to create that nice consistency. And then we're splattering it here on top. It's really hard to see on camera here right now, and later on you'll be able to see it a little bit better, but these powders are shimmer powders, and so there's a little bit of you can kind of see it, oh, a little bit there, not really. There's some shimmery parts to it, which is really great. Where it concentrates, it tends to be a little bit more shimmery, and then where it's a little looser, it's not quite as shimmery, but it's still all over, has a really nice shimmer luster to it. So I went ahead and heat set that. We're going to set it over to the side and we're going to work on our sentiment here. I grabbed one of the sentiments here that was really simple. I believe it says hello friend, and we're putting it on black cardstock that I've prepped with an anti-static tool and used clear embossing powder and then adding the white embossing powder. This is probably wow embossing powder too. I've had forever, just slowly working through it, and I add other colors or other whites to it as I get it. I do like a fine powder. It tends to heat down a little bit better. When you have a thicker powder, it kind of doesn't keep the shape of the lettering or whatever you're embossing. It can kind of spread out a little bit. So make sure that you're using an ultra fine embossing powder when you're using these really delicate letters. Just using a trimmer here to go ahead and cut that down. I was pretty proud of myself. It got pretty straight. And then we're going to go ahead and cut the edges off. I did not want those diagonal. I was using a scrap piece of paper, and so I wanted to square up that sentiment and go went ahead and did that with just eyeballing it. I loved the green in this and I wanted a little bit more. So we went with a green border, a really thin one. So we're trimming down 2 sides of this panel just to have that 1/8 of an inch all the way around for that card panel. When I use watercolor paper, which is what I used for this, I like to use liquid glue to adhere it. So I'm using a little bit of Simon Says Stamp Crafty glue, and we're going to press that down and really make sure that we've got it lined up. And then I'm going to use my number one tool in my craft room that is serving a purpose that it's not intended for, and use an acrylic block to get those panels to really adhere together. Now, I hand cut all of my card bases, and so sometimes that means that they tend to be a little bit longer than maybe the counterpartner to the one that I cut. And I always check that with my panels. I'll put my panel up to it. If the card's a little bit poking out on the top, I just trim it down before I go ahead and adhere everything together, just to ensure that we've just got the true card panel on the front and we don't have any of that white card base poking through. Again, using the Simon Says Stamp liquid glue to adhere this card panel to the base. Then we're going to go ahead and adhere the sentiment. We're using some foam strips here to pop it up because dimension is life, as Laura Basson would say. I love dimension. All of my cards usually have dimension unless they're super simple, which is not often. But we're going to go ahead and make sure that it's super thick here. I like to cover as much as I can in foam tape just to kind of give the sturdiness to that sentiment. And then we're going to use a ruler to make sure that it's straight. I really like this ruler. It's the perfect size when adding these sentiments and wanting to make sure that they're straight onto your cards. Then we're going to finish it up with some rainbow splash gems, which I love this little pack. I just wish it had 3 different sizes to the gems. It does only have 2, but this is a pack of gems that I use very often. I love the opaque, the translucent, and the iridescent one. And that's the card for today. Hope that you enjoyed this card. If you don't have shimmer powders, they're super fun to play with. I have a couple different examples on my Instagram for you to check out if you scroll back through for a while. But there you can kind of see the shimmer concentrates where it's really heavy. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab the other cards that I made using this same suite of products. For this one, I did use the stencils to color that image, and then also the embossing folder, which I forgot to mention, which adds a lovely, lovely dimension. This is another image from the stamp set that I just stamped multiple times and then cut out and then adhered those to the card base to kind of create a little bit of dimension there and texture in the background. And those are the 3 cards for today. Same stamp set, 3 different ways. Thanks for joining. Thank you so much for watching. From a blank canvas to handmade magic, I hope this project inspired you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next creative session. Happy crafting!